Hey folks, welcome to the channel and to the Canadian International Auto Show here in Toronto. Now behind me is a truck that needs no introduction, but that is my job, so I have to tell you, that is the Tesla Cybertruck. Now this is my first time actually seeing this thing in person, so let's go walk around it and see what all the hype is about. Now the Cybertruck, of course, is polarizing. I mean, just look at it. It doesn't look like anything else on the road. Frankly, doesn't look like anything else that's ever been on the road. So yes, the styling is, you can make your own decision on that. We are here to talk about some of the numbers. And to do that, I'm bringing in a special guest. Let me introduce you to Jeremy from Livewire Review. Hey man.
Hey Steve.
Thanks
nice
for coming on. Make sure you check out his channel. He's going to share some more details on some of the Cybertruck's numbers. So what do you got for us, Jeremy?
Okay, well to start off with, you're going to actually be very familiar with this, just like the Ford F-150 Lightning. The battery size is almost the same. This one's a 122 kilowatt hour battery. Max towing is about 11,000 pounds on this vehicle, and I think the range is about the same, about 320 miles, maybe 515 kilometers. Now realistically, you're only going to get about 200 kilometers towing with this thing.
Yeah, of course, which is always the knock against electric pickup trucks, right? Now, what I'm curious, so Jeremy is a Tesla Model 3 owner.
Yep.
So coming from a Tesla owner, how does the Cybertruck strike your eyes? Because even from a Tesla perspective, it doesn't look like anything else they've ever built, right?
No, I agree. Honestly, it's a very polarizing look. I actually don't like how this truck looks. But when it comes to a contractor or a business of any kind, I highly recommend this truck because you can plaster your banner across the side of it. You can hand the keys to anybody. Well, there is no keys, but you can hand it to anybody and they'll be able to use a Tesla supercharger without any knowledge. All you have to do is plug it in. And that's where it gets one tick against the F-150 Lightning, is because it will be able to use that version 2 and version 1 superchargers. So getting across this country is not going to be a problem with this truck. You could even tow a trailer across New Brunswick and not have an issue.
Nice. Yeah, and of course that supercharger network is such a big boon for Tesla and still sets their products apart, right? The fact that they built that infrastructure so well first before anyone else, right?
Yeah, and that's one of the things that people don't realize is the version 1 and version 2 superchargers are not going to be accessible to Ford, Nissan, and all the other OEMs. So that means a lot of the infrastructure that started this whole craze isn't going to be available to other owners.
Gotcha, so there's still an advantage there.
Yeah.
So the Cybertruck, of course it can tow, but I mean, it just looks ready to go off-road too. If you pump up the air suspension, you can get up to 17 inches of ground clearance over a 35-degree approach angle. Yeah, I mean, again, and look at those massive tires. Those are specially built by Goodyear for the Cybertruck. You can see how the rubber kind of integrates with the hubcap. It's a pretty interesting look. But yeah, I got to tell you, for me personally, that's what I want to do. I want to get it, lift it up, and take it down the hydro line into some mud and see how it feels, you know?
You know, I've actually heard you can get better aerodynamics that way. And there's a few firsts on this vehicle. This one's got a 48-volt system. They've actually shared that architecture with everyone else. And it even has a steer-by-wire system and 4-wheel steer. I think that's pretty cool.
That is. Now we have to talk about the motors and a couple of the power numbers as well. So Jeremy, talk to me about it, man.
Okay, well there's a dual motor version with 600 horsepower, or you can opt for the tri-motor with 845 horsepower.
Nice.
Now that one's going to go 0 to 60 in 2.7 seconds.
Ridiculous.
Now do you really need that kind of power in a truck?
Yeah, I would say probably not, but I'm sure a lot of people disagree with me. People are always asking for more power, so it's cool that you do have that option. And 2.2 seconds is ridiculous power.
Yeah, and it actually beats all the other ones with the horsepower wars. What was it, 600 in the Dodge Ram Rev and 700 horsepower in the Sierra EV. So this one tops both of those.
Right, which of course is a ridiculous argument because 600 is already a crazy number, right? But the fact that Tesla, you know, I think in true Tesla fashion always pushes things a little bit further, and they've definitely done that here.
Yeah.
And just standing at the back now too, just look at the rear end of this truck. It looks like nothing else on the road, so boxy, but then you have that powered tonneau cover up there. The way the bed rails kind of rise up to the front of the truck, it's very different.
Yeah, one of my favorite things about this truck is you can hand it to anybody, a contractor will be able to smash this all day long, and it won't matter because there's no paint work to worry about.
No paint work, yeah, we haven't mentioned it yet. So the body panels you're looking at are stainless steel. Now the stainless might come along with some other considerations, but you're right, not dealing with the paint is amazing. And of course, you've already seen lots of people on YouTube, at least I have, who've been throwing things at the truck, kicking the truck, hitting the truck. It doesn't dent either, so you are correct that in a real work scenario, that's a big bonus.
Especially when you wrap it with your company's logo on it and everybody in town sees it. And then if you scratch the wrap, you just rewrap it again.
Yeah, there you go. It is a big billboard rolling down the road.
Yep.
Well, folks, we are coming to the end of this one. Now, again, thanks to Jeremy from Livewire Review for jumping on, sharing some facts about the Cybertruck. Go check out his channel. And folks, I've already said it, I'll say it again. You just can't deny that this thing is going to attract attention. Rolling down the road, everyone is going to be looking at you because it looks like nothing else that has ever existed. And then if you really want to get into the realm of crazy, well, Elon Musk said that it can temporarily serve as a boat. Yes, a boat. So why don't you go in the comments now and let me know what you think. Is it more truck or more boat? Well, I want to hear from you. So drop down there, hit like, hit subscribe, hit join to become a member, leave us that comment, and then come right back here to Truck King to see what we're testing next. See ya.